Okay. And I think we're good to go. All right. Well, welcome everybody to GHL Power Hour for Tuesday, October 1st. I am Jason Orban, and if you guys don't know me, I do power tool stuff for high level. So thanks for jumping in here, you guys. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to get you to raise your hand if you can, and then drop your question in the chat. That way we just have a good order of a good flow here of what questions we're answering. I know there was one question from, I'm hoping Jose can jump on here today, Jose Silva. He had a couple questions, but I can't really see what's going on with his account. So I've asked him to jump on, and I'm hoping he can um, jump on the call here. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna send him a message right now. Jose, you can join the call. Okay. Um, so awesome. I'm glad that you're here. I see June and Harrison. Harrison is a new referral as well, our new affiliate here, partner with High Level. So that's really cool. We're gonna add in Odin here. So let me know what questions do you have? What can I answer for you?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Yep.
Hi, Jason. So I have a client and I was talking to him about your power tools yesterday, and he had a question that I wanted to ask you. And the question was, if we have deals and coupons and whatnot, can they redeem those points on my client's website, like online ordering? Can they redeem those points in like an online order?
Not the points themselves. I'm not. You said he's through Wix.
Yeah, he has a Wix website. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he would be able to redeem those points specifically through Wix. What we'd have to do is do something like they would have to get like a coupon code or something like that in order to, get a discount or something like that through the website. Um, you'd have to generate, and generally Wix would have like their own coupon codes kind of thing. So it might be something to explore to see how we'd be able to do that. But there's probably no way to say like, hey, if you're ordering this item, you can use 200 points to get a discount or something. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Through Wix.
So if I were to get him to switch to high level and I made him a customized website, can I integrate that with your coupons?
We'd still kind of run into the same problem with just the redeeming points and giving discounts. I guess that's the only thing that I can think of is there's no I wonder how else you could do it. Right now there's no way to be able to say, okay, well, you're going to use this many points on checkout and then automatically discount the item that many for that many points. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, or how are you thinking that he might be able to use it? Something like that, or be able to use points to do a discount or um something like that. I guess that should be something that we could look into. Um, that would make sense so that you could discount on ordering. Right now, a lot of it works for like pretty much a lot of like ex in like internal, like bring in a gift card kind of thing, more for like it works better for like service-based businesses than it does for like an e-commerce store where you're giving discounts on purchases through the thing. Like, I mean, there's other ways to give coupons where they can get a percentage off using a voucher, like they redeem their points and then they have a voucher code that they could then use for a discount. That kind of thing would work. But being able to trade points for dollars isn't something we're able to do right now.
Okay. And then, so my client, he has a pizza restaurant,
Okay.
and he's also wondering too, like, how are we supposed to verify that someone's not going to reuse the same code. You know what I mean? But like a
Oh, so
referral.
for coupons and things like that, um, so we have two sides to the reward system, right? We have the points side and then we have a promotion side. The promotion side has coupons that can only be redeemed once. If you go to redeem that coupon again, then it's going to show you that that coupon has already been redeemed. We also have a back end manager where you can look up those coupons to see if they've been redeemed or not. Or every time a coupon is redeemed, it'll show up in that system. Now, same thing with vouchers. So if they were to redeem points and print off a voucher and get, or like just create a voucher and then get a coupon code for it, or a voucher code, um, those can be verified too through our leaderboard. So if you had points, let's go to the referral. Oh, I'm in let's go to the restaurant one. Let's say, for example, restaurant one, referral leaderboard, rewards leaderboard. Under rewards, anytime somebody redeems one of the points for a voucher, it's going to show up in here with the reward code. So that can only be used once. So especially if he's using, okay, well, give me the reward code for it, and then he punches in that reward code. They
Also,
have this on a tablet or something like that, and then they can search and then they can see that it hasn't been redeemed yet. But once they
oh,
process that certificate, then anytime if they were to do that same one again, uh, paste search, it's now going to say that it's closed, and then this coupon has already been reused, this certificate's already been used.
okay. So
Same
that'll be
thing
a
with
way.
other coupons kind of the same thing. You can see any coupons that have been redeemed there. And then our system makes it so you can only redeem those coupons once,
Okay, so in order for my client to verify this, like he would have to have like a computer next to the POS to like
or a
verify the
tablet or
coupon.
something like that. Yeah, generally, or a phone or some kind of device to verify those transactions. What POS is using? I mean, I know there's so many of them.
Yeah,
There's so many different POSs, and we're working at integrating with some new ones, but we don't have a bunch of them integrated yet.
yeah, it's a B logic.
B Logic. Oh yeah, Shan was telling me yesterday you were asking about that. I haven't heard of B Logic before.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I never heard of it either. I was thinking maybe you guys have get integrated with Square, but even that.
Yeah, we've done Square. And you can do Square through Zapier
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So that's kind of nice. We've got a few clients who use Square, and then I guess we can use Square through High Level now too. I don't know
Because
if this is probably not it.
with Square, I try to connect to Zapier to high level, and I try to whenever someone puts like a digital receipt
Yeah.
and that collects phone numbers, I was wondering if the Zapier would automatically send the number to high level, but it didn't work out. So I'm still trying to
If you
figure it out.
go to, I know in Zapier, if you go order completed, if you do that and you go order completed, it should send over their information. We use that for a number of clients and then we trigger off review requests off that. So we get their name, phone number, email from it. Um, I know if I look up one right now, if we go, it would be I think you go order completed off of their Square. And that's through Zapier though. That's not directly the integration with High Level. Haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure that out because on Square it says that my client can't see my customer's information when they put it in. So it's kind of
So
weird how.
when I go through Zapier, I go new order, um, configure order status completed, and then if I go test, this isn't one that's offline anyways, and then I filter it just to make sure we got name and phone number that comes through, and then I send it over to High Level,
Okay.
and then that
Well,
seems to work. But I still filter for name and phone number because sometimes you're going to get transactions like if somebody's doing a transaction through just like the POS and they don't have their name in there. This is for a hair salon though, so they might have more details about the customer in the business itself.
Mm.
I know when I
Right.
know with the number of places that I deal with that have Square, they ask me for their phone number for my phone number, but I don't know if it has my name in there. It might.
Yeah, because I have my.
What was that? Sorry.
Well, I thought someone else was talking.
Oh, okay. No, I think it was just an extra sound from someone.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think that's you can do a number of different things. Online ordering and especially integrating with online ordering on another system is not exactly there yet. It's a little more difficult in order to do that. And again, what we've done for that is we've created some things where instead of doing a discount, like if he's a pizza restaurant, some of the things we've done is made it so that when you redeem a coupon or you redeem those points, instead of instead of just getting an instant discount off of whatever it is, it's for like a special promotion item. Like I know one place set it up so that if you ordered through there, if you redeemed a coupon, you would get like free chicken parmesan, redeem 2,500 points to get free chicken parmesan or get this free thing added to your order. And then when they redeemed the coupon on our end, there was a coupon code that they had generated through their system, through their online ordering system that they gave people access to. And then that you can, I think, depending on the system, you can set it up to be like a one-time use coupon as well.
okay. So
So there's things like that we can do. You can even get into instead of doing a voucher, you can have people fill out a form too. So when they redeem points, they fill out a form, and then that form could trigger something, could trigger literally anything else that we can get through high level as well. So you could send somebody like, here's your unique code for, this other system, but it all depends on the other POS too, and like, can you integrate in with that POS? So it's a little bit exploring, I guess, would have to be done.
okay, and then for the referral system, that right there is just when, let's say my client's customer, they have to input their friend's info.
Yeah.
Or
You know what? For the pizza restaurant, really the big thing what we do for them is we use the promotion system to build like a VIP list of customers, and we focus generally less on the reward points and more on the generating of new customers and repeat customers using promotions. So that's where we create those coupons and we're sending out those deals on a weekly basis, so that we get more customers coming back rather than just giving points, because points work well. But in the restaurant space, what you typically see is there's a lot of POSs will offer their own points system too, whether they do it well or not. But nobody does rewards, like not the rewards, but nobody does the promotions, right? And the following up and building of that list of customers. So that's generally the first step that we do with customers is build out that promotion system. We drive traffic to landing pages to get more customers interested in what they have, and then take that list of customers that they have and do like a database reactivation so that we just get more people ordering, and getting more people ordering more often using SMS that way,
okay,
and not necessarily ordering through SMS, but just ordering, um, staying
just
in
like
touch with
reminders.
the AMS, right? Reminders to because the people are funny that way. If you send them out a reminder, order pizza today, they might not know what they're ordering for supper, but they're like, well, let's get pizza, or whatever it is. So if you can make it easy for them to get in front of their customers, that's really where this shines for restaurants for sure. And then the loyalty points and stuff works well too. But it's not so integrated with online ordering. But I'm
And even just
interested to,
restaurants, right?
yeah, specifically for restaurants. Yeah.
The loyalty points are kind of just like a no, like it's not really a crucial use for like my client.
Yeah, so I mean they can do the points and add points and get points for referrals. And I mean that definitely there's people who use it, but we typically end up using it for more offline stuff where they'll take that voucher code and bring it into the restaurant to get their free quesadilla or whatever it is. We're also
Okay,
building out, and I'm hoping to have that done by the end of this month, is this whole a loyalty promotions tiered reward system kind of thing where we can get businesses or get people to start paying monthly to businesses and then give them points every month and get an access to specific promotions that they could redeem those coupons for as well. And then whether that's eating in or whatever, but they can get, free drinks and whatever by paying a membership subscription to those customers. So or to those businesses. So I'm excited for that.
Okay, so when you say promotions, you mean like telling people to come into the shop or like promotions
Yeah,
like,
so
hey,
under our promotions, like we have a promotions. Here, I'll show you real quick here, and then I'm gonna jump to another question. But we have a promotions system here where you can easily create promotions. This one's landscaping, and we just kind of it's kind of actually some of these images got accidentally updated to be landscaping, but this is the restaurant one, and there's like coupons in here. And our back end system here under promotions makes it easy to add different promotions for different types of campaigns and things like that. We can have in-house QR codes, default join campaigns. We got print campaigns, PPC campaigns, all that stuff built into here. And then once a week, we're sending out a message to customers for this promotions page where they can go and they can see the different promotions they have available. And then they can either redeem them or bring them into the restaurant and show the staff there. They can self-redeem their own promotions there too. And this works really well.
okay. Do you guys have extra training on like how to implement all this stuff?
hmm We do. We have a whole docs area, and then we do these calls twice a week too on how to do this. So, all the training material is going in this back end right here, um, where we have training and training videos and all that kind of stuff in here.
Okay. How can I find that? Where do I get that?
It's just right here, docs.ghl smart scripts. I'll put it in chat for anybody who wants it, and you
Cool.
can take a look
Thank you.
there. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm gonna jump over to June. June has quite hand up. June, how's it going?
I'm doing great so far. Just encountered a new thing with our patients for
Yep.
our get started page. Because we do have like when they sign up, it's like a text or email. Now, when they enter the email, it says invalid phone number, so they don't have a choice but to go to the phone number text.
Do you want to show your screen? I'm not really sure
Yeah,
what you're. So you have a form that says email and phone number, and if
yeah, it does. Okay. So take for example, uh, get started, and then so it goes to the next step, and then supposedly it's asking for an email,
okay.
and it will say invalid phone number, something like that. It doesn't really go through. So I tried to change it
So
to
you have
here.
two forms on the same page, and then it's
Yeah, like this one. When I encountered this, so I just had to check which specific funnel that is. So when I checked it, it was here. Then
yeah.
uh,
This isn't our. I don't think this is our page. So I mean, this is something that you guys implemented. So I'm not really sure of how you guys have it set up, but that's weird that it would say it's
yeah,
not giving you. They're different forms, right?
yeah, and I had to change this one because I believe they just copied it. Is when I click edit form,
Okay.
everything says here phone, phone. So I changed it to email. It didn't really help at all.
Yeah, let's just take a quick look. So you don't have anything, click on there. Yeah, you got email. It's required.
Yeah, before it
Um,
was on here, so I thought that would fix it.
yeah, I think maybe um how come you don't have it on two different how come you don't okay, so you have text or email. Um have you tried, if you fill that out, does it create a new contact or does it link it up with the contact you were just using? Like the phone number, the name that you put in.
What do you mean, like here? For the phone number, it does. It works, but with
So
the email,
if you, your first step of this funnel though is enter your name.
yes, it was here. Let's get started.
Interesting. Um, so when you fill out that name field, does it create a new contact with just a name then?
It does.
And then
But it
no text or email,
So
text
then,
would be it's
no
like
phone
complete
number, email.
the phone number. It does it, but
Okay, so click on the text or email one. Go to the open that up again. That's interesting. Yeah. Maybe high level doesn't like having two different forms on the same page, but um and then click on the email the sticky. You're probably going to want, so click on that form. Okay. And then if there, where would click on advanced and then click on general. Yeah. Go to next step and then click on the email, the email form. Go to next step, email me. Um, so, okay, hit publish and then let's just check it out again. Like go through the process. That's interesting. So you have the get started. So I want to make sure I got everybody in here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, you put your name in, goes to the next step. This, and if you hit submit on the phone number, does it work?
it does.
But the email doesn't work.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like it's okay, go back, delete your oh you oh do. Okay, go back to your forms. Go to forms or whichever form that one is.
The text.
Yeah, go to the actual form for the email. I think you've got a phone field in there. I'm guessing. Okay, click on edit form. Click on your field there. Delete that, just delete that field. And then go add a field on your left. Click on the plus. Look for like drop email in there. Okay. Um, and then hit save. And then go back to that text or email. Um, your other one where you select the text or email. Yeah. You have one of these already open. Click on open. The maybe the one that's up at the top or something, one of your tabs.
No, I-
Yeah, maybe just start over, like go through it again. There you go.
Oh,
I think you had a text field in there and you just changed it to say email rather than like you had a phone number in there before, but you just changed it to say email.
yeah, probably they just copied the whole form. Yeah, thank you so much. And by the way, Doc wanted me to ask if since we added a favicon and it doesn't really show here on Google.
I'm not sure. Like it should, but like I would check your SEO metadata to see if that image is there, but I think it should. It just Google might not um update right away
I see.
because
Okay.
you're relying it's not an instant thing. Google would have to like reparse your site basically, and then it would update. Okay. Yeah, I would check that out. But if you have it on your SEO and you have so the only problem you're gonna run into possibly is a bunch of this stuff where you have a bunch of different empty fields and phone numbers and stuff like that because they're not connected to each other. I would say delete a bunch of those ones that you know that are tests and go through that process again to see if it'll actually work. What you might want to do is um on your first step where you put in your name, you might want to say a specific URL that you're going to. So like whatever the next step, instead of saying the next step, and then at
Hmm.
the end of the path, put contact underscore ID. I think it's underscore ID equals contact dot ID. And I just put that in chat. You might want to put that at the end because then that I know you have sticky contact on, but this will tie that person in there. And the thing is with having sticky contact on, it will update your whatever whatever contact you have connected, like you have already in there, it's going to use that contact. That so if you fill out the form and then you change the name and email and phone number and like that on the form and you have sticky contact on that form, it's going to change your details rather than creating a new contact. That's what sticky contact will do. It'll sign it all back to you if you're using the same browser as before.
Yeah, that's perfect because we have a lot of like test one, even though they're the same details, or just wanted to change the name.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, let us know how things continue with that.
Yeah, thank you.
Um, okay, and then Melissa, I think you are up next.
Hey, how are you, Jason?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share my
I didn't
screen.
do that.
Uh,
I'm just gonna say one thing to Emily here. Emily, I'm sorry, I forgot to do that. I'll get that. We had family here last week, and I will get that done today. And make sure that's updated. Just let Emily know.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Sorry. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, Melissa.
yeah, so I need to finish this. I'm almost done.
Okay.
You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I just wonder if you can help me with just a few things.
Sure.
So firstly, this Canva template doesn't work. So I'm wondering if you can either email me
Yeah,
or
here, let me just find it right now and
okay.
uh yeah, I'll just grab it. Just asking me to log into Canva here.
Sure, no problem.
Mm. You know what? I wish I was better at Canva to know where everything is. There's 200 things designed by me in here. Where's the one we're looking for? This way back. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. I just don't even see it here.
Yeah,
Um,
that's okay. If you want to like send it to me on
I'll
Facebook or
yeah, sure, I can do that and update it. It's the actual link in Canva here. It's I don't even remember what to search for that one. Okay, anyways,
yeah,
referral
so go
uh
ahead.
okay. Social media image, I mean, you can literally use whatever you want. It's just an image that's promoting whatever your referral offer is, right? So if you're saying, "Hey, refer a friend and you get 25% off
Mhm.
your first visit," or it's not even refer a friend, it's like it's the thing that referral that person would send out on their behalf. So it's like um check out this hair salon or something like that and get 25% off your first visit. So you can make any graphic, and I recommend it being like a Facebook share size. So in Canva, if you
Okay.
just look up Facebook share size, I think it's a Facebook template.
Yeah,
You'll see
I
it
know
in
how to do
there.
all of that. Yeah, I know how to do all of that. I can have my
Yeah, so it
graphic
can
designer.
really be any graphic. We don't the thing that we had in there wasn't like anything super special. It
Okay.
was just basically it had an image with the logo on it, and it said share, or try us out and get 25% off your first visit. Or and it literally, so you can literally make it whatever you want. Whatever you're giving away to that person to incentivize them to come in for their first to
Okay.
try you out. So it could be whatever you want. So as long
Okay.
and I just recommend it being I think it's like 1200 by 630 or something like that. I think that's the Facebook
Okay.
share size. So if I just went to
Yeah, I know how to do all of that.
yeah,
I know how to
1200
do.
by 628 Facebook
I'll
post.
just have my I'll have my graphic designer create something for that for
Okay.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Moving on. I don't want to take up too much of your time. What is this smart referral image left and
You know what?
referral?
That was in the original snapshot, but the custom values are still in there, but we don't use them at all. So
Oh,
you can either remove
okay.
them or just ignore them. They're not used anymore. They were just extra things. They were extra graphics that were in the system, and it ended up just there was no point. It
Okay.
wasn't really beneficial.
Okay. Perfect.
So
And
I just
then
saw the from name that you had. I just wanted to see that one again.
we're
Go up, doctor refer. Yeah, okay. That's just that's the name that it's going to be sending an email from. So as long as you're good with that.
yeah,
Yeah, okay,
definitely. Because
perfect.
yeah, a lot of them only know him by his name. They don't know the new business name that they just
Right,
started
okay.
a year ago. Um,
I'm gonna
next,
fix this.
yeah, okay, so I'm done with this. I do have
Okay.
two other questions. On where am I? Uh, right here. So inside of their sub account,
Yep.
this send review request, is this you or is this
No,
something
it's not. That is like that is just the generic
sending?
send review request from high level.
Okay, so how do I get rid of this? I don't want to confuse them.
Right. What we can potentially do is I can give you a piece of JavaScript or CSS to hide the reputation tab on the left.
So it would completely hide. Then how would they get
I guess
their,
I guess potentially what we could do is we can yeah, what we could do, let me take a look and I can probably get you something to hide that review request button up in the top right.
okay, that would be great because I do want them to be able to see their reviews and everything.
Sure.
Okay,
I
great.
will.
And remember, I'm Bonnie Lucas on Facebook. I'm
Right.
the one that,
Okay.
yeah, people get confused.
Yeah.
Um,
Couple
so,
different names.
yeah. So one last question.
No problem.
Let me just move this tab over. Okay, so here is, hold on. Here's what I have so far. How do I change this background image? Is it changeable to
Yep.
like
It's just
their
it's just the
office?
background in the funnel. So you'd go to the funnel and then
Okay.
for review request. So
Um,
sites.
oh, in their sub
Yep.
account or in
In
my, okay.
their sub account.
Okay, sites. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay.
And then if you click on edit, then you just change the background for the page.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
You answered all my questions.
Yeah, I can get you a piece of CSS that will get rid of that. Um,
Okay, perfect.
shortly. I'll do that right away
Okay,
for
thank
you as
you.
well. You're welcome. Actually, yeah, I think if let's just take a quick look. If I was to go, that's under restaurant rewards. If I go here, settings, computer's going like super slow right now. Let's close a few of these things. Okay, so let me just take a look. If I do settings, company, and then go to custom CSS, and then under custom CSS, if I put, I think it's this, and then send review request button, and then we go to display none, and then hit save. This is specifically this will do it on every page though. And then we hit refresh here. Feel like it will get rid of that. But we may want to add JavaScript just so we can say specifically which sub accounts we don't want to show that on.
Okay. So this will just take it out of all the sub accounts?
Yeah. That would get rid of it out of all sub accounts. But let's I'll take a look and see if there's something more specific we can do too.
Okay.
So you can see that it's gone there now.
Okay, and you went to settings, reputation.
I went to, yes, I went to on my agency. On
Oh,
my agency
agency.
profile company, I just added this line of CSS. That will do it. But if we want something more specific where it doesn't take it out of every sub account, then we'll need to let's see greeting. Then we'll need to write some JavaScript that checks to make sure that you're at the right sub account. And then if it does, then it adds that CSS. Which is doable. I'll take a look at it.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Can I just share my screen? Can we just add that other one right
Sure.
now until we can get the other?
Yep.
Just so I have it set up.
Okay, yeah. So you're there. Custom CSS. Just scroll down a little bit. Probably just right to the bottom after that last bracket. Go enter and then paste in that code that I just gave you. Yeah, and then hit save. Then you probably have to hold shift and press refresh.
Okay.
It'll just like do a hard refresh on the page.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I know I answered Emily's question she had here. She was just looking for something that happened last week to get that fixed up. But that basically it. Harrison, I know you got signed up today. Shan got your thing connected there. Yeah, so the code for the CSS right there is the send review request is right below you in the chat. Do you have any other questions as you're getting set up or started?
Hello, you all right?
Hey,
In terms of questions, I mean, it's a very basic one. I'm just still getting going, and I was trying to set
okay,
up my own email in Go High Level. So I bought my own domain and
okay,
configured the email records and whatnot. And pretty much, I want my email to be Harrison at mycompanyname.com, and I want people to be able to, send and send emails to my clients and vice versa from that
right.
email. And when I've set up and Go High Level, it's just, I don't know, it's all a bit weird to me. So I've set the email up, but
So you end up having two different emails. If you
yeah,
have your email address set up, um, like just normally, like using Gmail or whatever, using another email provider, you would have Harrison at whatever your company is
yeah,
.com, right? I mean, you could set that up in high level too, but I would typically have two different ones. Now, so inside of high level, I'd create a subdomain for that email address, just because you can't really use high level like a an email like client, right? Like you can't use it as like a Gmail or like a
mm,
um Office 365 or anything like that. So when you're setting up your email, still use the same domain name, but just put like an M in front of it,
yeah,
m.yourcompanyname.com or whatever. So then messages that are sent from high level and received to high level will go through that domain. So somebody replies to that, it'll go into conversations. And then what you do after that is I typically just end up forwarding any emails for that that go into that thing over to my Gmail account. So in our main marketing account, then for Think Big, I have Think Big, but then I also just forward all those emails over to myself anyways. At least I get notified there. You can reply to them as well. They just won't go um you can hit reply all and it'll reply into high
mm,
level, plus it'll reply to the other person, but it won't necessarily um so I have all mine forwarding and I put a plus HL there. So I know that it's coming from high level. When somebody emails me, there, if you also create yourself a user, you can have all emails forwarded to your user account when you're logged in there. If you're not using your agency account. So you can do it that way. You just end up having two different backends here. So
yeah,
we still have Think Big Studios. We have replies to Think Big Studios, and I think I just when I first originally got into high level like 4 years ago, I saw somebody else did replies, and I was like, okay, that sounds like a good one. I don't know if I'd do replies again, but just something simple for a subdomain would work too.
yeah. Would it be affected because I've already bought the domain that I want for my business, and I bought that in Go High Level's new feature, the
Okay.
new domain buyer. So I did it there. So I don't know. So I was kind
I
of
don't know
wondering,
because I haven't
yeah,
tried that at all. But
yeah,
I would assume that if they have it, you should be able to
yeah. So pretty much, I didn't
play
want to
around with some of the
send,
DNS or something like that.
yeah,
Otherwise, it'd be kind of a pain.
yeah, exactly. Because I've already bought a domain now. It's like I want to send the emails from Harrison at that domain.com, not Harrison.mail at that domain. It's
Yeah, so you would have to do if you're gonna set up like if you're gonna you got it. Where do you go to add a domain?
let me
It's under
just have a quick.
agency.
To be honest, I did it early. It was all a big like rush to me. I believe you do
Yeah.
it Yeah, it might be an agency. I can't really.
I haven't honestly.
Yeah, it's in agency and settings. You go down to domain purchase. You
Okay.
turn that on, pair the sub account, and then I'm pretty sure you go in the sub account itself to actually buy the domain. From memory, I did this.
Okay, sure. I'll take a look. It's a new thing they added like
Mm,
a couple days ago. So um I'll take a look at it. But they've got to have a way somewhere where you can edit that DNS
yeah,
information.
it's just
So then
yeah,
anything you get from like if you're going to use Gmail or like Google Business or something like that as your email client, then they would have MX records that you would put in there that those that emails to that domain would be specifically forwarded over to that client.
yeah. I'll find a way around it, whether you find something or I just talk to the support team. I'll
Yeah,
work
okay.
it. But no, I
Uh,
appreciate that. I'm just doing the startup videos for the the
nice.
onboarding and getting it started. So I was just doing that then. That's why I left and rejoined.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, if you have any questions, we've got the Slack channel here. Post any questions in there. We typically we're in there a couple times a day, looking at and answering questions. Otherwise we do all these calls every Tuesday and Thursday. And feel free
yeah,
to who knows.
yeah. On that note, really quickly, so on your original onboard video, there was a little like box about API access. Is that not there anymore? Is that been moved?
Which video was it?
Sorry. It's when you go into your agency and you put the custom menu link in, and then that video pops up, and there's the three boxes
Oh yeah,
saying,
so there's no API anymore. Now what there is on the front page is after you sign up, and this has been changed in the last couple months, and some of the videos need to be updated. But just when you after you fill out, you got the video and then a little piece of information there. I don't know if I mentioned it in that video. Click, you want to do this afterwards. This is the next step.
yeah,
Click your and add your agency there. So this will connect the API version too. You just need to make sure you're logged in. If you're using a white label domain, also be logged into app.gohighlevel.com in order to activate that. And then this will connect our marketplace app to your account, which will let you use all of our systems here.
yeah. All right, I'll give it a go and then just let you know. But no, I really appreciate that. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Here, I'm gonna do this. Melissa just asked if I can copy link address, and I'm gonna put this in group chat. Here's a link to the Slack to join the Slack channel there. And that'll help you out there. Yeah, so we're in there a couple times a day. Definitely as much as we can. And if you guys have any questions, please answer it there. Or ask them there anyways, because it's faster than the Tuesday and Thursdays, but sometimes on the Tuesday and Thursday calls, especially like Thursday morning or Tuesday morning, we might just say, hey, see if you can jump into the call to get more details if you have a question. Posting a Loom video works well too in there, just to give more context about what's going on. I know I was hoping Jose could jump on here with us today because I know he's got a few questions, but I can't really answer them until he's on here. So that's where we're at with that. Anyways, I hope you guys have. I'm gonna actually just jump over to Facebook here, see if there's any questions. No questions there. No questions on the social media channels. So, anyways, so having said that, I'm gonna take my scruffy self and go on with the day. Andy, you've got your hands raised now. How are you doing, bud? How are things going?
See, they're going pretty good. Jason, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, quick question. I'm working with the restaurant, the whole marketing service that I'm doing.
Yeah,
And what I'd like to know is if we could adapt the loyalty program in such a way that we could use it for employee retention. In
totally.
other words, the manager uses it to give out points and awards for his employees, his cooks, his, servers, his, leaders. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm finding that it's a pain point in talking to a lot of restaurant managers is
Yeah.
being able to, you know, reward them. So what do you think? I mean, like
Yeah, you totally can.
basically
Like
take the loyalty
there
program
was
and
I know there was one guy I was talking to I guess 2 months ago or maybe 3 months ago, and he was setting it up. He was a manager of another business, and he wanted to reward his team members for doing their job properly. So the way they have it set up is he has basically a Friday review where he goes over the if there's any complaints, if they did their job timely, if they did whatever, then he was able to go in and just give them points
okay,
for doing those things. So you could do the exact same thing and using the back end system. You might want to set up a different sub account for it
yeah,
depending on how you do it, right? But
yeah, because
it,
I think the restaurant is going to be using the loyalty program for the customers as
yeah.
well. They're so we'll set up the loyalty program for customers. But then I didn't know if there was a way that we could like maybe rename it, or like you said, maybe it's a different set,
Yeah, you
like
could rename it, reskin it, give different points, like whatever you want. You just need to do it in a different sub account than their main one, so you'd have a different login to access that
okay,
the employee rewards
all right,
kind
so like
kind
set
of
it
thing.
up as under a different sub account.
Yeah, so that's what I would think because it would get yeah, well, I mean there's different ways to do it too, but it might be end up being too confusing to keep like staff and customers separated
Separate.
in the same account, right?
Okay.
But what you can
Yeah.
do is so what would make it easier is if he had certain activities that he was like, okay, we're going to give them points for these different things. So you'd see a list of staff, right?
Yeah.
You can view that contact. You can see every time that they've earned points. But then you can give points as well too. So he
Okay.
could create these
Yeah.
quick little buttons here.
Yes.
And like this would be something he would only want to have access to, right? Or a manager would.
Yes.
So on a Friday, you'd be like, okay, so Jason, they did that, right? They did that. They did, they messed up there. So minus 500 points. I don't know. You
Yeah.
know, you give them points for those things. And then, that'd be kind of cool. You could create those quick buttons and then you could add points to their account that way. Now, it would have some stuff in here about what kind of points they can redeem for different cards and stuff like that, but you could use it essentially the same way. And then
Yes.
the manager could redeem it, or the staff would then have their own login, staff dot whatever the restaurant is.com or something like that, staff rewards, and then they could redeem their own vouchers and then just bring it into the manager.
Okay.
So it can
Okay.
work exactly the same way. Just the manager would create, or the restaurant would create, okay, what are our staff rewards that we're doing?
Sure.
We have a friend who is like one of the human resources manager for the Joey's. I think it's Joey's chain of restaurants. And as
Yeah.
soon as the first thing we said when we were talking to her, she said, when we told her that we build like a loyalty and rewards thing, she was like, first thing she went to was staff. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, this would be awesome for staff retention in a restaurant.
Yes. Yeah. That's definitely been something that's come up multiple times, and so I've already kind of put it into my marketing materials,
Yeah.
and I just figured I would reach as soon as I get a customer, I'll reach out and you know I'll work on it, but also maybe you can help me tweak it. And then
Yeah,
the
for sure.
other the other thing that kind of similar that maybe we could just brainstorm. We don't have to do it right now, but just throw it on your radar. Um, Restaurant owners and managers, they get a lot of requests from fundraisers and charities for donate a
Oh yeah.
gift card for this, and they like doing it, but you know they get probably upwards of 20, 25 of these requests every month.
Yeah.
um And so what I would like to do is I would kind of like to set up a little system within Go High Level where we create a form and maybe we create a form, maybe a QR code. Somebody comes in, they say, sure, here, go to this, fill out this form. And then also what it would do is we could set up some automations, but essentially what the managers are telling me is that they like to give the gift card, but they don't have the time to follow through and make sure that the charities kind of actually give them give them the publicity, like actually
Right.
follow through and make it worth their time. They'll do the donation, but a lot of times, what are they getting from it? Like,
I hear you.
I
And you know what? We do a lot of, because our kids do a lot of hockey, and every tournament that you go to has gift baskets as
yes,
part of, and that's where a lot of that stuff goes, right? There's
yeah,
just there's anything, basketball, volleyball, hockey, anything like that. They
sure,
all have tournaments, and then they have these gift basket stations where you can buy tickets. It's just a fundraiser for the tournament.
yeah.
And all those gift cards and everything go into those gift baskets.
And
So
what,
there's
yeah,
not
what
a
I was
whole lot of marketing that would go with it. But I mean, if you had a sponsors page or something like that you could
Well,
do or
also too, I
something.
was thinking like, if we send out, they fill out the form, we could send out some automations where it sends them an email and we could even do something where it's like using the loyalty thing, it
Yeah.
could be like, hey, if you give us a shout out on social media, you share, using the loyalty and rewards thing where if they share the restaurant's post, for 6 months, then they can get their free gift card, for their charity. So at least they're getting something, the restaurant's getting something in return. Maybe that's too much. But if you
Yeah.
follow what I'm saying, you can we could set up a little system that would at least give them a little bit more, follow up with the charities and reminders to the charities like, hey, we donated this $50 gift card, would you at least, you know give us a shout out on your Facebook page or leave us a review, even like, hey,
Yeah.
why not say, hey, thank you, they donated this card, as a review on your, so stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whereas it's not that much to ask from the charity, and they would probably be more than willing to do it if the restaurant like asked for it. But the managers don't have, they're managing a restaurant, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of times they give that stuff out.
It's
So
like,
I
here's a
just,
$25 gift card. Here's a $50 gift card. Yeah.
yeah, plus just giving them the link and taking that headache off of them, because they're gonna donate it like I said, the manager I talked to, he says, I'm giving away $25 gift cards every month to different community charities. He says, and we do it because it's just good.
Yeah.
But he goes, I honestly, I couldn't tell you that our restaurant is getting any benefit from it because I just don't follow up. And even if we
It would
got,
be hard. It would be hard to tell if they
yeah,
if they got any benefit from those. So a little bit of brainstorming of like how, and then how, because what I'm thinking, yeah, you got the community charities, but then you also have, yeah, like sports teams and stuff. I bet you there's a
yes,
ton of sports teams that go into the restaurants and ask for,
for all that,
a
yeah,
gift card and stuff like that. I know around here it's the businesses are like, we've given enough away.
yes.
So then you have parents donating money and different things like to different things. But anyway,
But I
yeah,
definitely
okay.
feel like it would be something that we could
That would be
offer that
neat.
would take a headache away from them, and you know, so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd like
But
to
yeah,
learn
well,
more about that anyways to see I wonder what kind of charities are coming in and asking, whether it's individuals for like, again, like a sports team, or if it's actually like a community charity. And what do they use? And do they put together gift baskets, or are they putting together raffles, or
yeah, a lot of
what
them
does that
are
look like?
raffles and silent auctions and you know, different giveaways
Yeah.
that the community are doing. And again, I'm not trying to
Well, I know I like I
Make the
understand.
charities
I
work
understand
extra
both
hard.
sides because it's like you're asking for the thing, but then the business is like, well, what do I actually get out of it? I gave away 500, or I gave away, like you said, yeah, like $500 worth of gift cards this month, but what do we actually get in return for it?
Yes, and if we,
Other
even if they just got a few, reviews, and if they got a few social media shares, and even us just having the forms, because what one of the restaurant owners said is like sometimes we're getting into trouble with like how if we get called out on how do we decide, because if we have to turn somebody down, we don't want to be accused of discrimination, or if we donated to this but we didn't donate to that.
yeah,
And I thought, well, you know what, if we had a form and if we used like the loyalty program, we could say, well, look, we got, they completed these, simple steps. They shared this on their on their charities, social media page, and they, they gave us a review, and they completed this, then, and because if no somebody's not willing to do that, just some easy free type things and give you some notification, you could almost screen out, who you're gonna,
yeah.
so you
Another
protect
easy way I
yourself.
think that some people do it too is just we've got this budget
Yeah, yeah,
and
first
that's
come,
it.
first
Like
serve.
we give away 20 a month at most, and if you're the
Yeah,
21st, I'm sorry.
yes. And
Yeah, so
but
getting those people to take action, interesting.
yeah,
um
so yeah,
yeah,
it's just
sure, you
something to
can have a
throw on
gift
your
card, but you got
screen.
to go do these 10 things first.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, maybe we don't like overdo it, but
Yeah.
I do think a few social media shares, a few, like a review or two,
And like
something.
it'd be still nearly impossible to track it, but at least if you're asking for it, then they might do it.
Yeah, and with the automations now, like you said, we could, send them an email, at the next month after the event, and just ask them how the event went, and just, you know what I
Mhm.
mean, just kind of,
Community building.
stay connected through that, even though restaurant owner or manager doesn't have the time for it, but it
Yeah.
could look really good. So, all right.
Oh, cool.
Well, just put that on your radar. I know you
All
got a
right.
lot on your plate anyways, but I'm going to try to figure out a way to use the system.
Yeah, I think for
Uh,
employees for sure, like can
yeah.
totally be done. And I've talked with a few people about setting that up. And
Okay.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that'd be easy enough. And then for the charities, that's an interesting one to think
Yeah.
about. How do you get them to take, well, just jump through a couple hoops rather than just getting the free thing all the time.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, hey, appreciate the time.
All right. Well,
So, yep.
enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm sure we'll chat with you tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I hope everyone else who has been watching and has been on got some value from today. This has been. I decided that I'm going to do an intro and an exit out of these things here, for the week. But hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. This has been GHL Power Hour with Jason and Power Tools, and we'll talk to you.